beautiful people, welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today I'm bringing you a very special guest, my partner Jonathan. I am so excited for him to share his story with you, but also for you to get to know a little bit of my personal life. Just to give you a background story, we are actually living in different states at the moment, so no, we are not under the same roof in a different room trying to do this Zoom video because that would have been a little weird. Anyways, Jonathan is the founder of APOS Institute, which he started back in 2017. His whole goal is to teach more people about stock trading. He would love to share his knowledge with more people because this journey has helped him personally and of course helped our relationship as a whole as well. Not only that, he would love to share with more people about growth mindset and help them see their potentials and live their life fully. His whole idea is to help people to know that there are ways to make extra money and ultimately to live the dream life that you have always desired, whatever the dream life that you have. So I felt it would have been silly not to interview him, especially during this COVID-19 situation. I think some people may have lost their jobs and some people might be suffering financially. I think we all need to, well, some of us, I don't know, need to find other ways to make money and pay the bills. And if there's an opportunity there and if you're willing to take it, here it is. So please enjoy the interview. I can't wait for him to share his story with you, and please do continue watching till the end because he is offering a special COVID-19 relief package at the moment and he's gonna tell you all about it. Enjoy! Hey Jono!
Hello, how's it going?
Welcome!
Thank you.
I'm so excited for you to share your story and more importantly, your service for more people. So would you please tell people about how you started and about yourself?
Sure thing. Well, first of all, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. It's great to be on the show. So it's I've got an interesting story. Might relate to some people out there. I'm not too sure, but what I do today is because of what I started doing well over a decade ago. So all the actions that I took a decade ago now put me in a position to where I am today, where I can help people. Mm-hmm. So my story begins roughly around 2008 during the GFC. So for those who don't know, that's the global financial crisis where the markets had tanked and a lot of people nearing retirement were losing a lot of money, and there was a lot of questions as to what was happening in the world.
Yep.
Well, like everyone else, I didn't know what was happening. I didn't fully understand the situation of the day. I mean, I was about 16 at the time. I was working at Woolworths, so I didn't have any money in it, so it didn't really impact me at all. But I had family and relatives telling me that businesses were shutting down, people were going out of business, employees were being made redundant, being sacked. I guess if you want to put it into context, it's pretty much exactly what's happening today, where businesses are being shut down and people are being forced to go on unemployment benefits and things like that.
Yeah. So
that's really what got me started was, why did this happen? What happened? And then I started to follow talking heads, alternative media commentary, and you can call them like doomsday theorists or something like that, mm-hmm. where they just tried to analyze the markets in the world from their unique point of view and why the economy collapsed and what was happening back then at the time. And
are you still listening to these people?
Am I still listening to them? No, I don't.
Why not?
Well, I was going to get to that in a moment, but...
Okay, sorry, please continue.
I know I'm giving you the backstory, but I think the backstory is quite important. So part of the theory that these doomsday guys had was that the world was going to end and that the monetary system was going to reset and things like that. And part of the protectionist that individuals could do was actually to invest in precious metals. So that's exactly what I started doing back then, as I started to follow their advice. I got into precious metals. Mm-hmm. And it was around 2011 when the precious metals bull market occurred and prices went through the roof and everyone was jumping on precious metals, and the world around us was meant to be collapsing according to these talking heads.
Yeah.
These guys they were on mainstream media, so they were on your nightly news, they were in newspapers around the world, so they were classified as the experts in what was happening. So I bought into their stories, I bought into their theories on the way the world works and the way the markets work, the way life should be, so to speak. I started to invest into their ideas, invest into their theories, and I'm one of the many hundreds of thousands of people out there that got caught up in the 2011 physical assets, so precious metals, gold and silver, got caught up in that bust.
Mm-hmm.
And it brought on another why moment, like why did this happen, what actually had occurred here? Because I didn't live through 2008, but I lived through the precious metals bust of 2011, which was meant to be the savior of the world. Precious metals were meant to protect individuals from rampant government spending and things like that, but that didn't actually occur. Silver today is way below what it was 10 years ago. So what I'm trying to get at is everything that I was learning didn't actually eventuate. So I was being led down a wrong path, so to speak.
Yeah. That's okay. I feel like, you're always learning anyways. I love how you have dived deep and tell people your background story, but can you please tell people why and how you started APOS Institute, please?
That's exactly why I paused just then, because I wanted you to ask that question.
Okay.
So I was like, come on, give me that question. So essentially, everything that I learned, everything that I thought was right about the world was wrong.
Yeah.
I had to erase, it was about 2017 when I decided to go into financial planning.
Yep, that's right.
I decided to go into financial planning. So I did my certificates, I finished them around 2015. I wanted to go into financial planning because I wanted to help people and I wanted to educate people on how I viewed the world. Mm-hmm. And my view of the world was based on what I thought was right from people who were wrong. Mm-hmm. So I had to not only re-educate myself on what was happening, I had to get new mentors, I had to get new theories, I had to re-educate myself. And all that costed me time and it costed me money.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people out there today are in that exact same situation where they're spending time and spending money on the wrong resources. So I wanted to, while I was in financial planning, I wanted to help people transition from what was originally thought as the mainstream view to what really is the new world view. Mm-hmm. And then throughout my career in financial planning, I then found myself, instead of providing advice to people on how to actually protect themselves or how to generate wealth and change their lives and things like that, I spent a lot of my time just teaching people.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, they didn't really need me to provide advice or anything like that. Mm-hmm. They just needed the education so that they could improve themselves and, go on their own journey in life.
Yeah.
So that's primarily why I switched from an advice business to an education business. So that's really what started APOS Institute. Mm-hmm. So it's got this really long backstory, but everything that has occurred has led me to where I am today, where now I just want to help people and realign their lives with the way that the world really works, not how people think it works, so to speak.
Okay, so tell people what exactly does APOS Institute offer?
Sure. So APOS Institute covers what we call the 3 pillars. So that's health, wealth, and relationships. Mm-hmm. Now, wealth is a big part of the Institute because I've got a finance background and financial planning background. But without relationships and health, you're really going to be going backwards in life. You need all 3 pillars to have what we would call like a successful or happy life. Mm-hmm. Now, everyone obviously measures success differently.
So true.
But I think that it would be fair to say that money, which most people say, we don't need money or things like that, money is very important. Now, if you look at the people lining up for Centrelink benefits today, or government handouts. Money is crucial to that. So wealth is a very core foundation. Now, for those who generally all they do is chase wealth or chase money, they generally sacrifice their health and relationships. But later in life, they spend their time trying to regain their lost health. Maybe they had bad habits, they didn't exercise. So they then start spending money on trying to regain their health. And maybe they didn't have maybe they went through breakups or didn't have the right connections with them. It's really like the three pillars is really the key to everything in life, and I think it's really important that people begin to master them as early on as possible.
Amazing. So that's what APOS Institute offers. Is that right?
Absolutely. We
Cool.
teach people how to master all three.
I love it. And I know that right now you have this COVID-19 relief package. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. Would you like to tell people more about it?
Sure. Well, the COVID-19 relief package was really to help people who were not in a very fortunate position right now to try and get that jump start in life. Now, I focused the COVID relief package on three areas. The first one is that they can join the mastermind. I'll go into this a bit deeper soon. And they can sign up to a massive discount to our mindset and trading program, so understanding how the stock market works and things like that. They can buy a lifetime subscription of that. Or if they're not in the financial position to actually buy a subscription, right now I'm offering a 30-day trader breakthrough package, which gives them full access to these programs, the mindset and the wealth program, but they don't have to pay a cent for it, so they can get access free of charge.
Amazing. All this information, I will put it in the description below, by the way. Continue.
Sure thing. What would you like me to focus on primarily, so I don't bore you and everyone else?
Actually, you should tell people like what kind of people it's right for. What kind of people? Sorry.
Okay, so who I can help?
Yeah, basically. Thank you.
Yeah, no, you're right. I think what's important is that the people who come through my doors, the people who step into the mastermind or step into the accelerated trader program, these are guys who really want to, or who believe that there's more to life than what they've been taught in mainstream roles, so whether that's university or school or through peers and friends. These are guys that don't want to be here in life, but they actually want to leap up to the next level. And I think the mastermind primarily is the perfect place for those people to be moving towards at the end of the day, because they're going to get pretty much an unfiltered access to everything that I've learned over the last 10 years. It's going to be completely unfiltered. Sure, we go through the standard doctrine of this is going to be the material that we're going to be going through. But I'm actually to deliver people content that is not in a written or video format. It's really just the content that can only be given through conversation and as topics are brought up. So the demographic or the person who's going to get the most benefit is someone who has that growth mindset. You know, they want to go to that next level.
Yeah, and you'll be teaching them that as well, right?
Correct. If they don't know how to go to that next level, then this is the place to be as well.
I love it. So those are the people that you'll be working with, I guess, the people who want to have a growth mindset?
Yes. Now, I think it's very important because there's so many people that we say no to, or that we just remove from our groups.
Okay.
Who just aren't suited to be there.
How do you screen that?
Well, we ask a quick questionnaire up front before anyone joins any of our groups.
Okay.
And we just make sure that.
Yeah.
I was going to say that we make sure that the answers that they're providing signal to us that they've actually got what it takes to succeed. Because I'm not out to take money from people or get them enrolled into any program just so that they can go back to their old ways the very next day. You know, they need to actually see it through, and whether that means that they're going to spend 6 months of their time not going out on weekends or sacrificing an afternoon here and there so that they can learn something.
Yeah.
Then I want to know that up front.
Yeah, it's not an easy road and people need to know it. Again, all this information will be in the description below. I think maybe you can also tell people what has been the most helpful to you throughout your journey starting APOS Institute.
I think what has been most helpful is leaning on the shoulders of people who are much smarter than me.
Okay.
That's something that a lot of people, I think, take for granted. And also the other thing is, don't be shy, or I wasn't shy to go out and visualize the path that I wanted to take and actually create the path at the end of the day. Like some of the mentors I got who taught me how the markets work, who taught me about the world, who taught me about finance, I wouldn't have found them if I just wanted to follow mainstream view and just sit back, watch Facebook all day.
Yeah.
I actually told myself, I want to go this way. These are the people I want to meet. This is who I want to learn from. This is the program I want to enroll in. And I didn't just visualize it once, it was continuous. This is what's happening. This is what I'm going to do in the future.
So
that happened, like it honestly happened.
Yeah, so really is to go out of your way to find people who are smarter than you, I guess, and to manifest, to visualize.
Visualizing and manifesting, or visualizing is the first secret.
Okay.
The second secret is action, and most people don't take action.
Yeah, and those are the things that you have learned throughout the journey.
Yes.
Amazing.
Massive action.
Well, can you please provide your top 3 advice for those people who might want to start their own thing as well, please?
Sure. So let's talk specifically business related, because the APOS Institute is business, and I'm assuming that people want to get at least some business advice out of this.
Okay.
I'm going to provide you some knowledge that I learned from Dr. John Demartini.
Okay.
And the first step that anyone must take out of 3 things is to find your purpose.
Find your purpose.
Find your purpose. What is it that you love to do? And then once you figure out what you love to do, you have to figure out what a problem is in that passion. So whether you love cars, or you love computers, or you love science, or whatever it is that you actually love to do at the end of the day, find a problem in that niche or that sector. And then once you've found a problem, try and find a solution to that problem where you can go out and sell that solution as a service to other people. Mm-hmm. So that's business, solving problems. Mm-hmm. So you try, look at all the top companies. Look at Apple. Look at Microsoft. So Bill Gates, Steve Jobs. Try to serve 1 billion people and not make $1 billion. It's impossible.
Yeah.
And they created solutions to problems, and that's at the end of the day what it is. And sometimes the problem isn't even known. So sometimes you can find problems that you don't even know are problems until you try to build a solution and deliver it to the market, and they go, crap, I didn't know that was a problem, and now I can't live without that solution.
Yep. And so, what was the third?
Oh, well, that was all 3 of them.
Oh, what?
So find a purpose, find the problem, and solve the problem.
Right. Okay. And you will be teaching that in your course too, hey?
So in the future, when we go into wealth and business, that is something we'll be teaching in the mastermind. Primarily the course is focused around mindset and share trading at the moment, so mindset in the stock market. But as we evolve, we'll be delving into business, definitely, for sure.
Cool. Very exciting.
Thank you.
So if someone comes to you now and, tell you that they want to improve in life, from here to here, where would you direct them?
Okay, we're talking my product specific or my service specific, or just anywhere in general?
Anywhere in general, let's say in general.
Well, if I was to direct them to people for education, so who would I forward them to for mindset training? It'd probably be Bob Proctor for sure. Because you got to get your mindset right. Yeah. And then once you understand the path that you want to take and you got your mindset right, then you can go down the path that you're actually choosing to go down. Now, there's definitely lots of mentors and there's lots of specialists out there for various things. You know, look on the internet, there's millions of courses. I think it's really important to have a clear vision on what it is that you actually want, and I think Bob Proctor and John Demartini are probably the best sources to help you work that out.
Yeah, cool. So for whoever that is watching and listening, I will put the names down in the description below in case you don't know how to spell that name.
Yeah, and if you're actually asking specifically where would I direct you to if it's in relation to my course?
Yeah.
I'd jump into the purpose-driven program. Go through that. That gives you a deep rundown of my background and the steps I took in life, and hopefully that you can learn a thing or two from those steps. But throughout the program, you'll actually be given a whole bunch of tasks where you can actually start to figure out and learn more about yourself and decide what it is that you actually are passionate about and where you want to go.
Amazing.
So part of the COVID relief package, that's open for free at the moment, so anyone can jump in on that now.
I love it. Once again, I'll put the information down in the description below. So before I ask my last question, is there anything else you would like to share about yourself or about APOS Institute, or is there anything that people need to know?
No, I don't think.
What?
All right, you can cut this. I don't know. Give me an idea. Give me an example of what you mean.
I don't know. Like, is there any other things that you didn't mention before? If you think that you have mentioned everything, great.
Well, I think that the biggest thing that I've learned over the last decade is that the truth isn't always the truth. And that if you really want to find the truth, no matter what it is, whether it's business, relationships, and any specific topic, you have to really be determined to actually solve that within yourself internally. You know, in the Bible, in John, I think it's chapter 32 or something like that, or chapter 8, verse 32. Sorry, it says, the truth will set you free. And I think that's the lens that I look through now with everything I do. Yeah. And that really comes to light in the programs. You know, the way that I portray the world, the way that I portray visions of how things work. It's completely polarizing to what people believe is the actual truth today. So I think it's very important that about myself and about the Institute is that what you're getting yourself into is going to change the way you think about everything.
I love it. And I also remember there's this guy, he was interviewed on Fun-terview. I will pop that link in the description as well. He said, don't ever assume. And I love it. Honestly, that...
I thought you were going to ask me a question and I was like, I don't know the answer to that one.
Nah, man. Because you should never assume that other people know, or I just like how he said that. Anyways, my last question for you is, how can others help you right now to build your dream even bigger?
My dream specifically? Well, if you didn't know who I am before, but you got anything out of today's video, the other thing I could think of off the top of my head right now is to talk to other people about it. You know, spread the word.
About
if you really
APOS Institute?
Yeah, exactly. If you really want to know the truth and you want to step into outdoors and you figure out that there's more out there in life than what you've been told, just tell your family and friends, tell people who you think are suffering right now and send them my way, and I'll be more than happy to have a chat to them.
I love it. And that's a wrap.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for, taking your time being on here. I really appreciate it.
It's my pleasure, no problem.
Okay, I will talk to you later anyways.
Okay,
bye! I hope you have enjoyed the interview, beautiful people. I surely did, especially how I got to see his face. As mentioned before, we're actually doing long distance, and I'm so thankful that it has actually built us stronger than ever. Anyways, that's off topic. If you're looking for ways to make extra money, not just for yourself, but for your family and for those around you, here it is. This is the opportunity. You have nothing to lose when you sign up to APOS Institute's program. It is free for the next 30 days. Not only you will be making extra money, you will also be part of a very supportive community that want to grow with you. So if you know anyone that would love this story or love this opportunity, share it with them or tag them in the comment below. Now I would love to know what you would love to see more from this channel. I know this is like the third, maybe the fourth interview videos that I have posted, but I would love your feedback. So comment below or email me. Don't forget to subscribe, click the thumbs up button, share it with your friends and family, and remember, you are amazing and you are not alone. See you in the next video.